Joanna, BYD just announced a new EV battery that recharges in just 5 minutes. Now tell us, how much of a technological breakthrough is this, and how does it compare to competitors?
Yes, John, it's definitely a new milestone here on EV charging, and it has drawn huge market attention. So, with the new battery and also the new vehicle architecture, BYD says that its new electric vehicles can get a decent 400 kilometers of range in just 5 minutes. That's almost as fast as refueling your gasoline car at gas stations. So, before this, the industry's most advanced charging was achieved by 800-volt platform, and some EVs from Xpeng, Zeekr, and Li Auto, they can charge to 400 kilometers in about 10 minutes. That's not bad, even though still slower than BYD's 5 minutes. But don't forget, about 90% of EVs sold in China and even more globally, they still take 30, 40, or even longer time to get a decent range. So we think BYD's latest launch will definitely spark an industry-wide tech upgrade, particularly in terms of speeding up the mass adoption of high voltage EVs to boost their charging speed and efficiency. I mean, even for Tesla, they have this 800 volt technology in Semi and Cybertruck, but they are not available on volume models like Model 3 and Ys, and they probably need to do a similar upgrade there to stay competitive.
And is there any limitations for this new 5 minute battery? Like, can it work anywhere in any city?
Yeah, well, any technology breakthrough needs infrastructure to deliver. And to truly make EVs as convenient as gasoline cars, we need easy access to those compatible superchargers. Well, China already has the largest and probably the strongest public charging network in the world, but still we don't have enough ultra fast chargers here. So it requires investment, state support, and also time to build more chargers and to upgrade the power grid capacity. So that's why we're seeing automakers from BYD, Tesla to startup autos like Li Auto, Xpeng, Zeekr, even Xiaomi committing to build more supercharger stations here, and all to promote their EV sales.
And is this a game changer? Because Tesla just refreshed its Model Y in China recently, and BYD is coming out with this new model as we're discussing. Will this make analysts change their sales forecast for BYD, Tesla, and other competitors?
Probably not for 2025, but definitely going forward, because this kind of charging improvements strike at the core of car buyers' largest concern on EVs, which is range and charging headaches. As we said, infrastructure still takes time, and BYD's first EVs built on the new platform, the Hang L and also Tang L models, they are not that cheap, but we still will see better infrastructure next year and more mass market models roll out next year, just like when BYD launched its first generation of blade batteries back in 2020. So this, and also with other EV makers doing similar to upgrade their ultra fast charging capabilities, is really alarming to traditional gasoline car makers like Volkswagen and Toyota. If they don't raise their game, if they don't make the EV transition fast enough and get competitive on models and specs, well, they will have a hard time to, at least in China, to stay relevant in this auto market.
And how long will it take competitors to match BYD's battery?
Well, we all know that Chinese EV makers are very well known for very fast technology innovation. So on the technology front, they may be able to deliver similar performance in about 1 to 2 years, but the key question is cost. So BYD builds all of its batteries in-house, and not a single EV maker has this kind of scale and deep vertical integration that allows them to match BYD's cost advantages. So they will need to be better in other areas. That's why we see Tesla and other startups really focusing on the smart driving functions and vehicle software to differentiate themselves and also to attract buyers.
Joanna, thanks for your insights.
Thank you.